late here, and normally I don't do a podcast this late. However, and this time, this is different because, I'm always asking questions and I always want to talk to y'all about what's going on with this person and that person. But tonight, on this night, I want to talk about what's going on with me, right? I need some questions. Okay. Now, it hasn't happened as often as it used to happen, but I think because my old Facebook page was hacked and it got shut down. So I got a new page, which is really not a new page, but it's another page, a backup page, basically. So it's not that many people up there. So it's kind of calmed down. And I haven't got many people reaching out to me, asking me for stuff. Not like on the other page, okay? But somebody came out to me today and asked, for something. And I asked them, like they came to me and they said, hey, I really need to talk to you. Could you please call me back? And this is important. So I FaceTimed them. I'm already like, should I call back? And I said, yeah, why not? So I'm writing an article for, I write articles. So I'm writing this article and then I'm listening to them and they're talking. I'm like, okay, they're going to ask for some money. I always think people are going to ask for money because they usually do. So that's just automatically like, okay, why are you telling me this? Like, why are you telling me this? So they're like, well, you've been through this before, going through some cases of being sexually harassed or not sexual assaulted or sexually harassed. And I'm like, okay, sexually harassed. And it was a male by another male. And I was like, okay. So I'm talking. I'm like, yeah, this and another. I'm giving advice because I have been through that before, and so I'm giving advice and they're still kind of talking slow. And by this time I'm looking at my watch and I'm like, okay, it's been like 20 minutes. Like, what is it? Do you just need? So I asked the question, I asked the hard and uncomfortable questions. I do. And I wanted to FaceTime because I wanted them to see my face and to know that I was sincere. Like I was not being malicious. I was not being sarcastic. There was no malice, that I just wanted to know. And I said, okay, this person is a professional. So I said, okay, you're a professional. I am, and I am a life coach as well. I said, to be a life coach, that's something that, it's a gift. Okay. I think it's a gift. Yeah, you could go to school, but I also think that it's a gift. And I have that gift. I said, but I also have a certificate because some people like to see degrees and certificates. So, I have that too. But I have that gift, kind of like if you do hair. Like you either know how to do hair or you don't. You can go to school for it. If you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to do it. But it's nice to have that certificate. So I explained that to him. And I said, so these services are not free. Like they're just not. Like I don't know what you want me to say. So what is it that I can do for you? And basically they was like, well, I need somewhere to go. Well, you live in another state. Well, I'm willing to relocate. Well, how does that involve me? Like I don't get it. Like I'm still thinking like you're asking for money. Like you want to relocate. You can't relocate. Like I'm not going to do that. And it's hard because like sometimes I say I'm not going to do it and I do it anyway. Because I do give out like money a lot. I probably gave out about $1,000 this month. And this month just started. Like I do that a lot. Even though I say I'm not. Because if it's in my spirit, my heart to give, then I'm going to give. Right? If it's not, then I'm not. And you're not going to ask me either. Because if you ask me, the answer is probably going to be no. If God put it on my heart to give, then I'm going to give and you don't have to ask me. Because if you ask me, I'm probably more than likely 99.999% of the time I'm going to say no. So I'm trying to get to the point because y'all know I only have 15 minutes for these podcasts. So kind of talking fast because I want to get through everything. So I said, okay. So then I said, can I ask you a question? I said, because you're not the only one that's done this to me. And I just want to know, like I haven't asked anybody else and I'm sorry that you're the one that I need to ask. And I do empathize and I also sympathize with your issue because I've been there. So I've been there. So don't think that. I said, but why did you call me? He said, what do you mean? I said, why did you call me? He said, because you were a sister, you're an Eastern Star and you've been through the situation. I figured that if anybody can help me, it could be you and your life coach. Was I wrong? And I said, no. Maybe you were wrong. I don't know. It depends on what you're asking. If you're asking for a listening ear, then no, you weren't wrong. If you're asking for money, then yeah, you probably was wrong. So I said, because let me tell you something. I said, like for me, like, because I'm a stranger. Like I know you might feel like you know me through Facebook, like you've been on my Facebook page for 2 months, but you don't know me. Like we've never met in real life. Okay, we met through another group, and we kind of became like Facebook buddies or whatever through that group. And then, I added you to my page, but you don't know me. So why would you ask me? Like I would never call someone on Facebook and ask them for something. And I said, because for one, okay, I got it. You don't get along with your mother. But if something's happened to me right now, where I'm at, if something happened to me and I had nowhere to go, first of all, I got my mother. But okay, let's say me and my mom didn't get along. Okay, so I don't have my mom. Right? I got my sister. I got my brother. I have aunties. I have about 10 of them. Right? Now, regardless if I want to stay with them or not, you can't really claim that you're homeless if you got somewhere to go if you don't want to stay with them. And, I got cousins galore. I have friends in this city that I could come and stay with, that I know they'd open their doors to me. I have friends in different cities. I have Free in Arizona. I have Toya in North Carolina. Also, I have Tanika in Dallas. And I have places to go before I have to call on a stranger that I only know through Facebook. So that's what makes me think that it's a scam. Why are you calling me? You have nobody to call? And it may not be a scam. So that's why I'm asking you all to help me out here, because it may not be a scam. But to me, maybe everybody's not as privileged as me, as far as like you actually got people that really care about you and that would really take you in and would really help you out in a time of a crisis. And you may have to call on a stranger. Maybe I'm just that lucky, that blessed. Maybe. But because I haven't been through it, I don't get it. So that's why I'm asking y'all, like, what? Am I being harsh? Am I being too hard on them? Or is it a scam? Like, I have some really good friends, okay? No, everybody's not my friends. I have a lot of associates. I realize that I do have a lot of associates, but I also have some really, really good friends. I have some really good friends. Like I had one of my friends, I was going through some stuff and I have money and I have to hide money for myself, y'all, because I used to spend a lot. I've gotten better, probably since I retired and preparing to retire. But I used to spend a lot, so I would have to hide money for myself. So I would put money in my TSP and I would put money in my 401k, my IRA, my Roth IRA, and I had like the ING Capital One, where I would put money in and I would have to wait to get it out, and it kept me from impulse spending. So anyway, I needed $2,000 and I didn't have $2,000. It was going to take me 3 days to get this money transferred to me. And I needed it like right now. And me, like, I don't ask people for money. And it's hard because of the lifestyle that I live. But people are going to be looking at me like, wow, she needs money for. But I really need this money. Okay. And it was $2,000. It wasn't $200. It was $2,000. And I called two of my girls. And I did some creative, critical thinking. Like, who could I call that could possibly let me borrow this money? Because this is not like chump change. Okay. I don't have like rich celebrity friends or anything. So who could that would let me borrow this money now? And I don't have time to be answering a bunch of questions either, So called one of my good girlfriends and called two of them. And one, she had it, but she had it on a credit card. And I said, no, I don't really want to do credit card. I'll wait. No, I'll just tough it out. And the other one said, Tangi, where do I send it to? Where did I send it to? Where do I send it to? Because I got you. Okay. She sent it in 3 days. I sent it back to her plus the interest. Okay. Because I think she Western Union it to me and it was like $200 some to send it. So I hate when I send people money. Like I send you $500, then you send me $500 back. No. It cost me $45. Or it cost me $100 to send it or $45 to send it. You owe me $545. Or you owe me $615. Like you owe me all that money. You don't just owe me, that part. I don't like when people do that. So, and if you do that to me, you will not ever get any more money from me because you still owe me. So, off my soapbox. But I gave it back to her. So I guess I'm saying all that to say that I'm not going to ask a Facebook stranger for money unless to what Because what I'm thinking is that you see a lifestyle, or you think you see a lifestyle, and you think that I have an abundance, and you think like, oh, let me ask her, because she's like rolling in dough, and I'm not, for the record, not yet anyway. And she's rolling in dough, and I could just ask her, and she's a nice person, she's a sweet person, and she'll give it to me. I will not give it to you, and that's just what I think. But if I'm wrong, y'all, let me know. Okay? Say, Tangi, you know what? Maybe they really don't have anywhere to go. I don't believe that. Like, if you just needed somebody to talk to, then maybe. But if you're asking me for stuff, like, why me? Why are you asking me for stuff? You don't even know me. Now, I'm not talking about the people who know me. Okay? I'm not talking about my friends who maybe ask me for stuff. I'm not talking about people who I talk to on a regular, and they're like, hey, Tangi, I'm going through this and I need that. I'm not talking about those people, okay? I'm talking about people who do not know me. Like, you only know me through Facebook. Like, you've never met me in real life. Like, we never had a conversation, okay? Y'all, because I get irritated. Like, I was getting really aggy, and I realized that if this person was a victim of sexual harassment or whatever that they're already going through, and I did not want to add to whatever stressors they were going through, but I was getting really aggy because, like, why are you calling me? Like, why are you dumping this on me? Now, you can't dump on me. You can't dump on me if you go to www.tangismith.com and sign up for a session. You could dump on me all you want to, but, like, why would you can't just dump on me like that. You can't. And I don't give out money. Like, I don't give strangers money. Well, sometimes I do. But I don't give them money when they ask. Like, I'm not, what the hell? Like, who does that? So, I want to know, is it just me? Is it just me that they ask this for? Is it just me? Do y'all go through it? Do people randomly call y'all through Facebook Messenger? Do you get signals of distress? Asking, saying that, hey, you battered, and that's like the most common ones. Is the battered stuff. That's like the most common ones. But light bill, rent. Do you get that? Is it just me? Do y'all go through it too? If you go through it, what are some of the things that you do? What are some of the things that you do? Do you think I'm being insensitive? Am I being insensitive? Or do I have a point? Or am I being used? Or are they trying to use me? Like, this is really stressing me out, y'all. You know, I have my own issues. Like, this is really, like, stressing me out. And it's really, like, agitating me. And I don't even floss like I used to floss all the time. I don't even floss like that. I don't think. And if I do, oh, well, it's mine. Like, my God. Y'all help me out here. You know, I'm asking for help all the time. I need y'all to push through. This one is for me. This is not for anybody else. This is for your girl. What do y'all think? Am I right? Because I think I'm right. But then I'm like, maybe I'm just being overly sensitive. Because, recently I've been really protective of myself. All my friends will tell you that I'm always really, really protective of them. I'm always really protective of my friends. But in the last couple of months, I've been really protective over myself. I've been showing myself the same kind of love that I show everybody else. So I've been really protective over myself and over my feelings. And I've been cutting people off left and right because I've been protective over me. I've been protecting my own heart. That's what I've been doing. So as aggressive as I am with my friends, I've been as aggressive with handling myself and my own personal affairs. But am I being too aggressive? But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm waiting for y'all to chime in, and yeah, they're not gonna worry me. Thank y'all for listening, and I'm anxious to hear what y'all gotta say. Love y'all. Good night.